All right. What's up, everybody? What is going on, man? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel, man. I am your host, King Activate from Activate LA, broadcasting live or making you this fire content. I had to throw that in there, right? Fire content. From Los Angeles, California. We're out and about again and bringing you your daily Activate, right? So, I'm going to jump right into it. Covering this case of Iryna Zarutska. My condolences, and I'm so sorry for mispronouncing the name. She is the young Ukrainian refugee that lost her life. And previously in that video that I covered, she lost her life in the train. They detained the person, they detained the suspect, and a lot of things been going on. But at the same time, you know, I'm trying to get you guys some updates. As you guys know, I'm on the go. But as I'm doing that, and I'm trying to find new information, I started trying to get curious about, finding out more about her, right? Her life. And from what we know is that they say that she was a student, she was working, she had a couple of jobs. One was the pizzeria from where she was coming that night. That sadly she lost her life, and that she wanted to become a veterinarian. So I wanted to see if there was any words from the family, if there was any interviews, and haven't really found that much. But I do have two videos, right? I do have two videos that I'm going to play for you guys. One, it's from the uncle. He came out and spoke, gave her his thoughts and also information, and told us a little bit more about Iryna. And but first I'm gonna play the video of the lawyer attorney of the family, and that was the first video that for the first time ever we got information or any kind of word from the family. And then we're gonna come back. So do me a huge favor, hit the like button before we jump into the video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, share this video, and drop a comment. Drop a comment. And but hey, roll the tape, play the video.
Iryna Zarutska's family says that she was a kind and hard-working young woman who was deeply loved by her family and friends. And tonight we are hearing from even more loved ones.
Zarutska's family attorney that sat down with our team as the family calls for accountability and systematic change in the wake of what they're calling a preventable tragedy. WCNC Charlotte's Miles Harris shares their message.
Well, the family's statement serves as not only a tribute for this young woman whose life was cut short, but also as a call for changes to prevent other families from enduring similar tragedies. 2.5 weeks after their daughter's horrific death, the family of Iryna Zarutska has broken their silence. Family attorney Lauren Newton says the family is demanding the accused killer remain behind bars and face the full consequences of his actions. They're calling for both accountability and broader safety reforms.
In addition to the failure of the justice system here, there's a failure of our safety system within our public transportation here in Charlotte. And so we're looking into both of those things because there should have been a guard on that train that night.
The Zarutska family described Iryna as a kind and hardworking young woman, deeply loved by her family and friends. As they handle this unimaginable grief, they hope justice will be properly served for their daughter, whose life was cut short too soon.
We all want the safety measures they're deploying now to have been enacted back on August 22nd. But I think in addition to actually checking whether folks have a proper ticket to ride, we also do have to have other meaningful safety measures to make sure that violent crimes don't continue to happen on the Blue Line.
And Newton said that the family has not spoken with anybody from CATS, but they are willing to look through any option in order to prevent another tragedy like this from happening again. In South Charlotte, I'm Miles Harris, WCNC Charlotte.
All right, so that was the video. That was the attorney, the lawyer of the family. And people are asking, well, why do they need an attorney? Why do they need a lawyer if they didn't do anything? I guess they need people, someone to be the spokesperson. And sometimes the family, they already they will, for one, they're already going through some the the whole situation of losing a loved one, that they don't have the strength, right? And at the same time, sometimes people don't want to be in the light of the media. But like I was telling you guys earlier, right? Let's try to find out more about Iryna, so that way I can share with you guys. But I noticed that there was no friends, at least on video, or family coming, speaking, because there was and there is people out there talking about, it's a conspiracy, it's a hoax, and it's like, whoa, So, but the internet is going to be doing internet things, right? And that's create gossip and say that things are a hoax. But for sure, you always got to question everything. You can't just be like, oh, it's okay, because you don't want to be lied to, right? And just real quick, if you haven't, before we jump into the video again, excuse my throat. Excuse me, my throat is killing me. So before we jump into this video, and this is the video of the uncle, man. The uncle, he comes out and speaks a little bit about the situation, tells us a little bit about Iryna, and that way you guys can get to know a little bit about her too, So before we jump into it, hit the like button, subscribe, drop a comment, leave your favorite emoji, and all right, hit that play button. We'll be back.
Also this afternoon, a family member of Iryna Zarutska, the victim in this killing, is calling for change to make our communities safer. Channel 9's Decarlos Brown shares the message from Iryna's uncle.
It's been 3 weeks since 23-year-old Iryna Zarutska was killed on Charlotte's light rail in South End. Now we're hearing from her uncle, who spoke to ABC News.
Iryna was the glue of the family.
He said she never felt unsafe on the train and used it to get to and from her job at a pizza shop. He, too, has now seen her final moments captured on video.
I watched that video and the mannerisms that it was just terrible. She didn't deserve that. Nobody does.
We've told you about 34-year-old Decarlos Brown Jr.'s extensive criminal history. CMPD says he stabbed the young woman to death randomly. His mother has since told us he stopped taking his medication for schizophrenia, and she unsuccessfully tried to get him help. Her uncle says Iryna fled war-torn Ukraine in 2022 and has been staying with him, her mom, and siblings. She was working hard to build a future here.
Her desire was to go to veterinarian school, and she was making plans to do that, and that was taken from us. She had a strong desire to have a better life, and I think that's really that's what the American dream is. She wanted better things for not just herself, but for her family, and she was working towards that.
As they wait for justice in court, he wants to see systemic change in his niece's memory.
Things have to change. Our country has to change on how we deal with these situations, and that requires our leadership to take action, and I need for them to take action.
In Charlotte, Decarlos Brown, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
All right, well, there you go. There you guys have it, man. So there was some words from Iryna's uncle, and she had a lot of dreams, man. She had a lot of dreams. Came into this country, like the news say, right? Came into this country, avoiding all this whole situation that was going on back home, and she wanted to find a place where she could be safe and feel protected. And she came to America, and she never imagined that this was going to happen. Things got to change. They need to, the government, and they need to impose new laws. They need to create something where these people that commit these type of crimes, they get a bigger punishment, right? Not just slap in the hand, not just a little time in jail. I mean, any kind of crime committed in public transportation, they should come up with a law, and because that's happening everywhere, and people getting hurt, people getting jumped, people getting robbed, and Even the bus drivers, sometimes they end up getting hurt, right, trying to interfere. And that's the reason why a lot of people don't interfere when the things happen, because well, one, they don't want to get hurt. Two, as we see sometimes, the law doesn't protect you. And at the same time, once again, you don't want to get hurt. You jump in. People don't help. We live amongst many cowards, right? That they would not step into to help, or at least to try to scare away the person, or even call the cops, right? Instead of calling the cops or calling 911, they run to their phone, but they run to their phone to record. Told you guys that situation that happened with that trailer dump truck, one of those trailers where they put the people go around with their trucks and they pick up a waste or whatever people don't want. They throw them in there. It's like big box cards. Anyway, so one of them, I need to follow up with that whole situation too.